Breaking news from college football into the Fanfare newsfeed.
Dan Orlovsky brought up the name Deion Sanders for Texas A&M.
That's what I've been saying. Deion Sanders in the SEC with that vault that they have available to them, with them hogs that he could recruit, because he doesn't have them at Colorado and he ain't gonna get them. Deion Sanders. I don't think they'll do it. Texas A&M, primetime Deion Sanders in the SEC. That needs to happen.
That's a mic drop from Stephen A. Smith.
Well, I have said for some time that Nick Saban and Kirby Smart would want no part of seeing Deion Sanders in the SEC. Stephen A. Smith is out there saying that it needs to happen. Should Deion Sanders leave the Colorado Buffaloes program for the lure of the SEC to become the head coach of Texas A&M? I don't think so. To me, the bigger question is, why would he leave? But in any event, Stephen A. Smith, one of the most influential sports journos out there with 2 shows on ESPN and his own podcast, he's put him in play. After all the hype and the hoopla of Deion Sanders I'm coming to Colorado, does it make any sense at all for him to jump ship after just 1 season? I say no. I don't think it makes any sense for him to leave Colorado at this point. Sanders has been quite vocal about his commitment to build a winning football team with the Colorado Buffaloes. In his recent press conference, as he has said in other press conferences, I'm just getting comfortable. I'm not going anywhere. Here are 4 reasons why I think that Deion Sanders stays at Colorado.
Number 1.
Coach Prime is a man of integrity. He's looked at community in the eye. He has signed a contract. He is committed to the community, the fans, the players, the school. I don't think he's going back on that. And most importantly, he's recruited a bunch of players and told them he's going to be there, including his 2 sons and Travis Hunter. Although he did just lose a huge recruit who cited his fear of Coach Prime moving on as his reason for the decommit. Despite a challenging season this year, Coach Prime has shown nothing but commitment and progress that he wants to build this team for the future. He's also created a brand wrapped around the Colorado Buffaloes and is looking to bring a championship to Boulder. Given his bond with the players, the community, the school, I don't think he's leaving anytime soon to take another position, and that includes Texas A&M.
Number 2.
Reason number 2, he doesn't need the money. Coach Prime has an estimated net worth right now of $40 to $50 million. That's not the same as Nick Saban with his $700 million, and I'm sure Kirby Smart's getting way up there, but he doesn't need the money. I didn't say he didn't want the money. He just doesn't need the money. It's going to be there if he continues to build this program. It's unlikely, due to the way he's building this program and how he's attached himself to the community, that the only reason he would leave would be because of money. I don't see that happening, especially because he's probably going to see a huge extension from Colorado. If anything, this Texas A&M talk has put the school on notice that they've got no pun intended, a prime candidate for another big school offer. So they're going to have to put something together, a nice package together to keep Coach Prime for the long haul.
Number 3.
Reason number 3, it's just bad timing. The Buffaloes still have 2 games left on their regular season schedule, and they're trying to become bowl eligible. Can you imagine those 2 games plus being invited to a big bowl game, what that would mean to Colorado Buffaloes and to Deion Sanders? He's not leaving during the midst of all this. And more than likely, if he gets to a bowl, it probably triggers a bonus in his contract as well. And going to a bowl game from a team that hasn't won anything, I think they were 1-11 and 0-12 the year before, would be a real treat for the players. And I'm thinking it could be a real recruiting bonanza as well. And if leaving Colorado for any school, not just Texas A&M, it poses another problem. I doubt that the NCAA would give an exception to Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter to let them leave to follow Deion Sanders. So in that regard, I don't think it's ever happening that he's leaving this school until at least his 2 sons and Travis Hunter are no longer there.
Number 4.
And reason number 4, probably the biggest reason of them all of this is just chatter being promulgated by Stephen A. Smith. There's been no talk from Deion. There's been no talk from Texas A&M. This is just Stephen A. Smith just stirring the waters up, trying to make something happen. There's been zero indication from Coach Prime that he'd even be looking at another offer. In fact, it's been much to the contrary. He keeps reaffirming he's not going anywhere. We all know that Coach Prime hasn't been shy whatsoever in letting people know what he's thinking. So if he was on the market, I think we'd all know. And as of right now, Coach Prime has not shown an interest in any other job, Texas A&M or anywhere else. He hasn't shown that he's looking to leave the Colorado Buffaloes football program. Of course, this is college football. As Stephen A. likes to say, things are fluid. It's fluid. Anything could happen. But for now, I think that Coach Prime is staying in Boulder. So let me know what you think. Do you think there's a school anywhere in the country that he would take an offer from, regardless of the money, and leave Colorado? I'd love to know what you're thinking. I think he's staying put. Talk to you soon.